Welcome to the MwPharmOnline tutorial video. Main screen of the application, the screen that greets the user upon successfully logging into the system. This screen serves as a gateway to the cases that users have pinned to their dashboard, offering convenient access to prioritize and manage their selected cases efficiently. Users can also easily access information about the current version, which is linked to a changelog detailing the updates and modifications introduced in each release. Users can also conveniently access the latest cases they've previously worked on, enabling seamless continuation of their work with the case. Users can also conveniently access the manual and frequently asked questions, FAQ, in their preferred language for comprehensive support and guidance. The subsequent step within the application directs user to the patient section, where can either list existing patients or create new ones as needed. Users have the ability to apply filters to the existing patient list, enabling efficient sorting and retrieval based on specific criteria. Users can view detailed information for each patient without the need to open their individual records. To create a new patient record, users can utilize the New Patient button. To create a new patient record, it's necessary to gather basic patient information. The only mandatory fields in this section are unique identification and date of birth. In the medical conditions section, additional mandatory fields include height, weight, and serum creatinine. Diagnosis is optional, yet providing this information can enhance the application's ability to offer specific models or functionality. After creating a patient record, we proceed to the next section, Cases, accessible from the white menu. We will utilize the Create New Case button. And then we'll select the drug substance and specific model. The application assists us by highlighting the recommended model with a green background. After creating the case, the application automatically switches us to the application history. This is the section where medication administrations, measured concentrations of the drug in the bloodstream, and changes in laboratory values and patient measurements are entered. We don't have to input the initial dosage manually. Instead, we can seek advice from the application. For this purpose, the Go to the Dosing button is provided. The dosing section is used to calculate and visualize possible dosing regimens. We'll start by setting the parameters we want to consider when designing the dosage. This mainly involves selecting whether we want to dose according to therapeutic levels, either minimum and maximum, or if we want to propose dosing based on area under the curve normalized to 24 hours, AUC. The application calculates the most precise possible dosing, the so-called exact dosing. Additionally, it provides 4 practical dosing regimens based on commonly available and used doses and time intervals between dosages. The user can then add one of these regimens directly to the application history using the Add to History button. Subsequently, the dosing appears in the history as automatically filled rows. Of course, the user can modify these rows at any time. The next step is to transition to the simulation section by clicking on the Go to Simulation button to visualize all data from the history. The application visualizes all historical records as a concentration graph within the simulation section. Unlike the dosage section, the simulation section integrates comprehensive historical data. As users add further dosing to the history, they will observe that the simulation prediction is based on all these dosages and measurement data from the history scene. Subsequently, we return to the history, and we will input the actual sampling value, observed drug concentration level. Next, we navigate to the fitting section by clicking on the Go to Fitting button. The fitting section is used to tailor predictions to the measured concentrations of the drug. This is achieved by the application computing individual values for pharmacokinetic and pharmacodynamic parameters. Up to now, the application has been using parameter values exclusively obtained from source literature articles used to construct the population model. After fitting, we obtain so-called individual PK/PD parameter values, and based on these, a new and more accurate predictive graph is displayed. From this point forward, the application will take into account these individual values in other sections, such as dosage or simulation, displaying a graph that corresponds to the measured and observed values. At the end, we will want to print out the output report with the interpretation of therapeutic drug monitoring. In the Report section, we'll utilize the Create New Report button. selecting a template into which we want to print the output report. Initially, the user has access to 3 different templates from us. Over time, user can create own template within the application from available templates components. Afterwards, we create the new report. We then open the report. We will see the details of the report. Each detail of the report can be customized using the gear icon next to each section of the report. The modifications will then be reflected in the printed output PDF report, ensuring that the user sees exactly the same data in the output report as they observed in the visualization of the report. Thank you for watching the MwPharmOnline tutorial video.